I don't know what I'm doing today, fam. Okay, I was looking for videos to react to today. I just did a One Piece episode over the weekend, reacted to that. It's going to be up later today. But my god, it is. I don't know what I'm thinking of reacting to this. Okay, why about Rental Girlfriend? Yes, that damn series. Because I gotta admit to you, I saw it in the beginning, right around the COVID was happening. I think it came out during then the first season anyway. And I was like, yeah, no, fuck this. I'm out. I can't get on board with this. All right, I'm gonna react to. Apparently, there's this guy who made a full video, basically just crashing out of why he hates Rental Girlfriend. But it is what it is. We're gonna react to that video and see what he says and see if our thoughts are like-minded. But if you'd like this video, for me, please don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe. Anything goes a long way against the algorithm. Let's get to it.
Hundreds of animes in my anime career, but never have I truly hated, truly despised any of them as much as I do Rent-A-Girlfriend.
Yeah,
400
premise
chapters,
just
5 seasons, 60 episodes, and millions of dollars in animation budget wasted on arguably one of the worst pieces of fiction to have ever graced planet Earth. No plot progression.
From what I remember, the dude basically simps for a girl he has to pay to date, and she's not romantically interested in him, at least as far as I could tell. And he turns down other girls who do like him, and he just repeatedly stays in his room, masturbates to her. Like, yeah, it's one of those things. I just don't get it, but okay.
No character development, no highs, no nothing. They don't do nothing. They don't date, they don't do drugs, they don't play checkers. They don't do nothing. Jokes aside, genuinely speaking, I don't hate on many anime. Like, I even go out of my way to show love to the
That's
ones
nice.
that
That's very
actually
wholesome.
been hated on. But I don't know. The rage I feel knowing Rent-A-Girlfriend is going to end up finishing their anime with like 9 seasons of perfect animation while
Wait, 9? Oh my god, 9 seasons? Ah, that is just okay. Ugh. I don't get the appeal. Maybe I get slice of life and rom-com animes, but this is just gooner fiction for some weird shit.
shows like Promised Neverland, Tokyo Ghoul, One Punch Man, Seraph of the End, Seven Deadly Sins, and Bullock couldn't even get a favorite.
Yeah, One Punch Man, yeah. We all know what happened there. We're not going to talk about that, but yeah, sorry. That is, if this gets better animation than One Punch Man, I don't know what, we've lost touch with reality. We need to go outside and touch some grass.
For adaptation just hurts my soul. Anyways, I thought I'd switch it up and cover a show that I don't actually like for you guys. So let's cut the yapping and get straight into the meat and potatoes.
Let's go.
I don't even feel comfortable saying that about this show. We are introduced to our main character, Kazuya Kinoshita, who's a 20-year-old college student living on his own in Tokyo. His life is amazing, and he even has a cute girlfriend.
Sorry, I fell in love with someone else.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I'll be damned. But hey, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Losing your first girlfriend is just a canon event everyone has to go through, you know? So what do you think Kazuya over here decides to do after getting dumped? Maybe hit the gym? Start his self-improvement journey? No.
Rent-A-Girlfriend?
Oh,
Rent-A-Girlfriend?
I'm starting to remember the plot now.
He could only have gotten that idea from Benjamin Netanyahu.
This absolute chud, after only being with mommy for less than a month mind you, decides to rent a girlfriend because she broke up with him. How does a normal human being even come to this conclusion after a breakup? Fast forward to the next day and he meets up with his rental girlfriend, Mizuhara Chizuru. She's very pretty, whilst this guy is posted up with absolutely zero drip. What made him think that putting up to a first date dressed like a bulky character was a good idea? He pays the fee, and after doing some research, it turns out that he paid her 12,000 yen, which comes out to a smooth 75 bucks, $75, 75 doubloons. There's people out there who don't make that much after a full day at work.
Bro, that is just, bro, I don't know what his parents do, but that's $75 for one date. Like, I get you take out for dinner, it's fine, whatever. But like, she's not even your girlfriend. You're just okay.
And he's paying her that amount for a singular hour. His parents saved up 1 million
1
to
hour
support him with his living expenses while he's at uni, just for bro to be spending it on strippers. People always ask fuck daughter or gay son, but we should change that question to fuck daughter or Kazuya son. They go and have their little dates, hitting up the aquarium, going around the city, and eventually even holding hands. Bro thought he was special because of that, but after reading other people's reviews, he realizes Chizuru was for the lands between, and she was just running her usual script. For whatever reason, he decides to hire.
Yeah, if I remember right, basically she is literally have like a bunch of clients, and then like he's just trying to outdo them all or some shit. Like
her again, but this time instead of going along with it, he begins degrading her and hating on her side hustle, asking her if she feels empty for taking these kinds of jobs. Bro, watch one too many red pill TikToks. Don't hate the player, hate the game. If there's people shameless enough to pay for it,
Exactly.
he deserves the blame. Bro,
Yeah, no, yeah,
you
people will only pay.
Grabs him and takes him
People
away
only give what they're willing to pay
before
for.
Violating, bro. She basically calls him a hypocritical bum because
Yeah, exactly.
he paid for the service.
Yeah, he's a hypocrite.
Place. Whilst he's getting chewed out, he gets a call from the hospital saying that his grandma passed out, so he runs away, and this is where I start having my issues. Why did Chizuru chase after bro? Like, I don't understand. If she just went home after he ran away and refunded at $75, these 400 chapters of nonsensical nonsense wouldn't even have happened in the first place. All of this could have been circumvented from this point onwards. His granny even turned out to be completely fine when his parents ask him who the girl he's with is. They are low-key frying bro for never being able to pull that, so he feels so pressured and decides to say that she's his actual girlfriend. Chizuru goes along with it, leaving his parents straight flabbergasted. This is the equivalent to seeing your broke, unemployed homie whose only accolade in life is reaching Celestial and Marvel rivals pull up with a Rolex on his wrist. Like, come on bro, we know it's Fugazi. His grandma is so hyped up to the point that she starts shedding tears of real
That's the
joy.
granny.
She's even pushing for them to start cracking and get married. Mizuhara is playing it along perfectly just for Kazuya's grandma.
This is actually kind of fucked up and semi-sweet. Like like if this just ended here and they slowly start to fall in love or whatever, fine. Typical rom-com. Not typical rom-com, but just weird rom-com. But this shit? Yeah, no.
To go and tell her friends about it.
She's telling her friends.
She's friends with Mizuhara's grandmother, who doesn't know that she's a part-time rental girlfriend. Kazuya finally acts like a real man and decides to
she doesn't know her for the
lie gets
streets.
out of hand. But that's when Chizuru interrupts bro and doubles down on the fact that they are dating. Long story short, it's over. The granny's out here praying together that their grandchildren are gonna get married. After everything calms down, they decide to just keep it going for a little bit before telling everyone that they broke up, which makes enough sense. He goes on a tangent yapping about how it's his family's dream to see him together with a nice girl, and how he tried to introduce Mami, but she broke up with him before he could. And not gonna lie, they tried so hard to make me care, but he just sounds like a neek.
Oh, tell Grain I'm sorry. And introduce a real girlfriend to her someday.
That's a flagrant foul for Kazuya. 2 free throws for Shea Gilgeous Alexander. Even Mizuhara called bro poorly for
Shea Gilgeous, if you know the NBA, you know that joke.
They go their separate ways, and it's honestly a sweet ending to an otherwise set of unfortunate coincidences.
Yes.
It's what I would have said if this shit didn't go on for another 5 seasons. Because
2017, that's 9 years.
With his friends about the number of times they beat their meats yesterday, he bumps into, you guessed it, Chizuru Mizuhara, who's in a disguise, Reiji Miyajima. As I'm watching this show in hindsight, with the knowledge that I already have attained from the future events, you have truly created one of the worst pieces of fiction I have ever seen in my entire life. And if you have a problem with what I'm saying, you can come kill me and I'm Kevin about it. We are ready to die behind this take. I seen what you did to Degenerosity. We are not scared.
Oh god, he's crashing out. Listen, I don't know the premise of where it's at right now in the manga or anime, but from what I remember, he just keeps he still chases after this girl, chases her like the entire time. Like he chases after her the entire time, and there are other girls who like him. That's a weird part I didn't get. When I first saw this during COVID, I was like, okay, wait, what's the premise? And then it was like, oh yeah, it's about this guy who simps for a girl. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then you could go through the story. You're like, wait, there are other girls who like him. Why is he just chasing after this slot? What? Okay.
Hara quickly dips out, and man, everything about this guy just pisses me off. Why does he keep wearing these cropped striped pants with the all white Megami 4s? And his homies are also throwing together straight nonsense. This man is bottom half Attack on Titan scout and top half divorced English teacher. This has to be on purpose. Mizuhara takes him to the side and tells him not to tell anyone about his secret identity, and also tells him not to book her as a rental girlfriend ever again. Surely this has to be the end of the saga, right? Alright, bro. What even are the odds of this happening in real life?
Slim to none.
Who never leave their house swear they are going to meet their soulmate.
Manish on the beat, shebang. All of my ops, they're dead. Why do they gas me up? Where does it go? My head? This nigga sucks!
She runs into her apartment and bro's out here speaking to her through her door like a scaring monster.
Yeah, no, that's just creepy as hell,
dude.
dude.
Go inside and pretend you ain't seeing nothing. I walk past people I went to school with for 3+ years. You met this girl twice. Kazuya goes inside when his grandma calls him that she's coming over so she can spend some time with Chizuru. He starts freaking out because he doesn't know what to do. I don't know. Maybe tell her you broke up. He begins speaking and asks Mizuhara to be his girlfriend just for an hour because he doesn't want to disappoint his grandma. Chizuru tells him no, but this man ain't ready to take no for an answer. answer.
This is
a 20-year-old grown man attempting to break and enter
this
into a
is
girl's
okay. Now
apartment that he
this is just pure assault. This is just pure. This is just okay. Simping. Not all simps are created equally, but they're all bad. But this is just some next level shit right here.
met 2 days ago. She eventually pushes bro out and he
Exactly.
finally decides to come clean and tell his grandma. She says she already knew that there was no way that a pretty girl like Mizuhara
Oh,
would
that
stay
is-
with a bum like him. And this truly should have been
His
the end of the
granny
story.
said this.
But nah, Mizuhara overheard the grilling he was getting by the balcony and felt bad for him, so decided to show up.
Okay,
This
now
has
she's
to be the
toxic.
greatest method of rage
She's
bait
toxic.
the modern era has ever seen.
This
The
is
grandma
toxic.
accepted the reality where they broke up. Aside from them living next to each other, their lives could have
This
pretty
is
much
toxic.
gone back
She-
to normal.
okay, she's
But
got a
Chizuru
problem.
decided to step back in for absolutely no reason and restart the lie all over again. People often hate on Kazuya, and don't get me wrong, I hate him too, but Chizuru is not blameless in the situation at all. They spend some time together when the grandma
She's toxic.
dips out,
She's a
and
toxic
Chizuru
piece of shit.
agrees to be his girlfriend every Wednesday for 1 hour at the hospital with Granny. This is so extremely dumb. Like, why
Yeah,
would this
why?
possibly work? It's only going
Why?
to escalate. Even a 12-year-old could come to this conclusion. Wait a minute. Don't tell me. Is this man gooning? Why did they just show B-roll of this guy rubbing one out? Man, that's just...
This is just messed up. Like I vaguely remember this. I know he beats this meat, but the thing that annoyed me about him is that he turns down other girls who like him to keep gooning for the rental girlfriend. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, what are you doing?
There's just way too much going on right now, man. My cortisol is spiking, and we're only on episode 2. We cut back over to Kazuya walking on campus when he runs into his ex-girlfriend Mami. He tries to confront her for blocking him, but loses courage and just ends up staring at her buns. Fair play, I guess. That's when his day ones come in and says he should just forget about Mami and keep it moving. This is truly the first person to say anything about
Exactly.
room temperature IQ in the entire show.
Room temperature
Shout out, bro.
IQ.
It cuts over to Mami, and I don't know how to explain it, but the emptiness of her eyes reminds me of when Meliodas goes into his demon form. Nothing but darkness devoid of any warmth or light. Just pure, true evil.
He's the devil. Yeah, he is. He's smarter than you.
Mommy.
He's luckier than you. Whatever you think's supposed to happen, I'm telling you the exact reverse opposite of that.
Jesse
is gonna
Pinkman.
happen.
Anyways, we switch over to Mizuhara and Kazuya returning from their agreed date to the hospital when they run into 2 of his homeboys who think he's getting finessed by a saleswoman. He ends up telling them that this is his actual girlfriend, and I'm not even mad or surprised anymore. Like, I'm just tired, man. I'm just tired.
This is the plot of this anime, and I'm like, this shit's just keeps getting. Oh, you got Uncle Isekai right there, but now this shit gets wild. Like, I'm gonna keep saying it. He just keeps turning down other shorties who like him. Like, what is his brother's deal? Like, why can't he? I don't get this, but okay.
That info had the whole council flabbergasted. Imagine finding out your chopped homie who averages 3 goons per day is now dating Tyler. They ask whether they want to tag along to get some food with some lovers, and instead of just declining, this Neanderthal happily just agrees. They pull up and Kibe introduces Mizuhara as Kazuya's girlfriend, just for it to be revealed that Mami is also at the function. Mami says she also moved on and also found someone else. Mami scoots over and begins playing some of the nastiest Wembenyama Prime Von Dyke level defense.
Van Dyke defense. Oh god. Okay. Yeah. I can already tell this girl is gonna try to like. She knows this is us. She knows he's a chopped gooner.
Exposing all of his insecurities in front of everyone.
That is
Kiba tries
messed
to
up.
Step in and get her to calm down, but the
That's
damage
toxic.
is already done. She is toxic as hell, bro.
Yeah, she's
What's up with
toxic.
blonde-haired anime characters being toxic rage baiters. Mizuhara seems to have
Yeah.
actually taken
Oh my
offense
God,
on
he's
behalf of
right.
Kazuya and decides to speak up, calling Mami out for her toxic behavior.
Yeah.
Hey, rent a girlfriend aside, she's a W person. Mami tries to play the victim, and I hate people like this. Narcissistic sociopaths that will just like antagonize you with like small, shy remarks until you finally snap on them so they can pretend that they are the ones being attacked. It's just
Exactly.
like one of the worst character traits a person can have. Mizuhara tries to get Kazuya to speak up, but bro just takes it and says that Mami is right about him, so Mizuhara dips out. Mami walks Kazuya home and even
What is
invites
this?
him over to her house so they can get busy.
No,
Listen
this is-
up, my
this is a
peoples.
trap.
Some
This is a
advice
trap.
from Unc. Be careful
Trap.
around manipulative women like this.
Trap.
She really came back into bro's
It's a
life
trap.
after she found out he was doing better without her. Out here moving like an actual succubus. She continues to badmouth Chizuru when Kazuya actually steps steps up and defends her honor. He tells her that Chizuru is an amazing woman before running away. He meets her at the door and starts sympathy maxing, which makes Mizuhara feel bad for him, as she tells him that she's happy to let him rent her out more often if it will help him get over his breakup. Notice how she didn't say she can spend more time with him together regularly though. She's all about her paper, the fulus, the moolah, money made with a Mizuhara right here. Kazuya, Mami, and their friends end up
this is
going
like
on a
some
beach trip together.
Oh
and
god.
just like I thought, Kazuya is trying to get back with Mami, whilst Mami is vague tweeting about him on a burner account like Kevin Durant.
The NBA references. Nah, this is some toxic shit. Like, why is he... Okay, no, this bro just needs a reset. Like, he just needs a reset.
What is happening? She's truly the embodiment of that one evil light skin everyone swears ruined their life. Mami is determined to ruin Kazuya's and Mizuhara's relationship. She must have read 99 Laws of Power, because she's pulling out every form of manipulation, playing with Kazuya's feelings, the same way Sakura tried to do Naruto when he was looking for Sasuke.
Yes!
While that was going on.
Yes, no, shit, I remember that. Everybody was like, bullshit, she lying through her fucking teeth. No way Sakura loved Naruto.
We see that Mizuhara is somehow also at the beach with her friends, but she's wearing her disguise so no one knows it's her.
She went to Clark Kent.
Like Clark Kent?
Exactly, Clark Kent!
By day and city level Bob by night. They run into the bathroom where Mami follows Kazuya, trying to figure out what's going on. Kazuya tries to lie his way out of it, but it truly might be over. Just for Mizuhara to put on a generational switcheroo, and not gonna lie, I see why Mami is so jealous. Mizuhara is bad as hell. After Mizuhara spends some time with Kazuya's friends, Mami drags him away and pops ult on him, kissing bro. Yo, Mami is actually shameless.
She's toxic.
This is good, bro.
This is toxic.
Good. But why not put this energy into a job or something? Like,
even though her toxicity enrages me, she actually makes the story a lot more digestible. Remember when our parents would watch them soap operas or those terrible reality TV shows like Keeping Up with the Kardashians? This might be our equivalent of that.
Shitty, toxic, slice of life rom-com animes, new reality TV. All right. Yeah, no, but just for me, I'm like, this bro just... I don't know how much he spent on her, but he's got to spend almost at least as much as a brand new car or whatever, but it's crazy.
Despite how self-aware we are of the fact that this show is genuinely buns, we just can't stop watching. They return to their friend group when Kazuya tells them...
It was during COVID, I had nothing to... I was literally just stuck in one spot.
Kibe stands up and hits bro with a gum pistol to the cranium. Kazuya swings back, and this scene is so cringe, man. Like, everyone is just missing a bunch of vital context, which makes it very hard to watch. At least Kibe becomes solidified as one of the only redeemable characters in the entire show, because he calls out Kazuya for embarrassing Chizuru and going after Mami again. Even though you got that Vegeta hairline and terrible drip, you'll always be good in my book, Kibe. After everything calms down, Chizuru says he made the right...
You need people like that who will call you out for being a hypocrite or just being a piece of shit. Like, you need people like that in your life. Fam, you really do. You cannot expect that kind of shit to last. But I'm glad his friend was like, yo, you being shady as fuck and you're being cringe as fuck. Get over this thought.
And they can officially end this whole shebang. That's when Kibe has a private talk with Mizuhara, and he basically vouches for Kazuya, explaining that despite some of his bad tendencies, he's actually a good guy. And I don't know, man, Kibe might actually be my goat. It makes me almost not want to slander this show. Having a friendship of virtue like this
exactly.
is like,
you need this kind of shit.
It's so extremely rare. Like, someone who has your best interest at heart, no matter what. You gotta cherish for as long as you possibly can, man. Like, these people, they're a dime a dozen, bro. He gives them 2 tickets for a ferry ride, so they
look at that. He's being a good homie.
So Mizuhara accepts just for his sake.
He's being a good homie, man. We need this.
Well, when Mami calls Kazuya, Chizuru walks out to the railing to get some fresh air, but ends up falling overboard. Kazuya realizes this, and without a second's hesitation, with perfect diving form, he jumps into the water. He must have got lessons from SGA. He swims after her and actually
goddamn, he really hates SGA.
All the way back to shore. Now, hold on now. Is this a redemption arc? Like, if All Might was there to witness this young man's heroic actions, he might have actually ended up with One for All. There's really a world out there where Kazuya is the one fighting against Shigaraki. Mizuhara tries to wake him up.
The One for All successor in the hands of a gooner. No, that's wild.
He's truly out cold, and not gonna lie, not to sound insensitive, but had Kazuya died right here, this would have unironically been a better ending than whatever the hell the manga is doing right now. Mizuhara decides to give him mouth to mouth as a final resort, which brings him back to life, and instead of saying thank you, he's more worried about the fact that he got himself 2 kisses in one day. They end up heading home, and Mizuhara is low-key mad difficult. How many men would jump into the ocean to save a girl they haven't even known for a month? She's lucky she wasn't with me out there. That boat looked big as as hell. Knowing my luck, I would have been turned into fufu by its propellers, trying to be the next builder of One for All. I have actually been pretty gracious up until now by skipping out a large majority of the gooning scenes, but I cannot let this one slide. They send the group photos of everyone on the beach into the GC, and this man's first thought after seeing Mommy was to rub out a quick one. This is really and truly one of the most down bad anime.
You gotta stop being your mate.
He gives Denji a run for his money, and on top of everything, whilst using his imaginary gooning technique on Mommy, he starts getting flashbanged by random thoughts of Mizuhara, which throws off his flow state. Like, he genuinely loses focus until he eventually realizes that he's actually starting to fall in love with her. Long story short,
oh my god, what this is? Sex is not love. It's not. And oh god, okay, I'm gonna crush.
It's basically that one T-Pain song. I fell in love with a stripper. Anyways, Kazuya, his parents, and his grandma end up going to a hot spring resort where they run into Mizuhara's grandma. I thought it was another unexplained coincidence, but she says that they planned a trip together since they became friends in the hospital, and Mizuhara isn't there. She gives Kazuya his room keys, and when I saw the tea set on the table, my spidey senses would have started tingling, because shortly after, Mizuhara walks into the room, also confused as to what's going on.
100%.
The grandmas were out
exactly this kind of shit right here,
like Goku, Black, and Zamasu. I gotta respect it. This is an elite level play. Mizuhara instantly realizes and goes to confront them, but they straight up tell them to go back to the room and get it cracking. She goes to the hot spring to hopefully tell their grandma that they broke up, but after speaking to Kazuya's granny again, she gets cold feet and decides to just keep the act going a little bit longer.
She's
and
toxic.
Not gonna lie, for a smooth second, they actually seem like a real couple. I'm low-key starting to root for Kazuya, despite the fact that this man has less game than Shimik Moore. Absolutely zero badges. Since he can't sleep, he decides to do a whole confession about his growing feelings for her and how he believes that being with her can like make him grow as a person. And hey, it took a while, but I think he finally realized that he needs to hop on that self-improvement journey. Love isn't about chasing the butterfly, it's about building a beautiful garden so that the butterflies come to you. And with that being said, follow my Instagram. I'm trying to find a wife. I thought he'd ask her to become friends or like, you know, maybe at least acquaintances, get to know each other a little bit more, but nah.
But even still, if you would allow me, if there's any way, I want to keep on renting you out.
Huh?
Bro, just
well, wait, what? He did all that, said all that just to okay, no, I didn't like him. I like him even less now.
Ask if she can continue to rent him
out.
And
what is this shit?
And says it's okay. Mind you, this comes shortly after the fact that she said she's low on cash. She might be a D1 bag chaser.
She is a D1 bag chaser.
She's happy to help him grow as a person and even help him find a real girlfriend. They end up running into his other homie called Kuri, who says he found himself a girlfriend too, and they can go on a double date together. Bro kinda looks like that one rat guy from One Piece, or maybe like a more chopped version of Nishiki from Tokyo Ghoul. And hey, bro, there was truly no need for this visual. Like, come on, man.
Stop with the gooning.
Fast forward a few days and he introduces his girl when we see it's the same girl Kazuya ran into earlier. They go rock climbing and this man Kuri brought them here for one reason and one reason only.
Of course.
Anyways, Kazuya asks how Kuri managed to secure Ruka, and bro spouts some random Andrew Tate nonsense about how he mastered his masculinity or something like that. Ruka asks to speak to Mizuhara privately and she straight up asks whether she's a rental girlfriend.
Chizuru, are you a rental girlfriend?
To convince her that she's not a rental girlfriend, so Ruka tells them to kiss, when Mizuhara fakes it pretty convincingly. Ruka still doesn't believe it though, but they manage to make it to the end of the date. Kazuya tries to chase after her to hopefully figure out whether she believes them or not, which doesn't even make any sense because it just makes them look more guilty, which is the same conclusion Ruka also came to. Kazuya tries to stop her. When some anime logic ends up happening, she says she won't tell anyone about Mizuhara being a rental. When Kazuya asks how she knew, she runs away as she trips and almost falls up the stairs when Kazuya catches her sacrificing himself again. Damn, bro is 2 for 2 of the heroic action.
I mean, that's the thing about him is that he's got good qualities, but like he does shit like this.
You may very well have some potential, kid. She ends up revealing to Kazuya that the reason she knew is because she's also a rental girlfriend. Man, birds of a feather flock together. They are both losers through and through. Some more time passes, and after having a strategy meeting with Mizuhara, they decide that they should keep an eye out on them to make sure they don't snitch. Kazuya tries to meet up with Kuri when he runs into Ruka, who says that she's there for him. They run into an empty room in the hopes of avoiding him, but it's too late. I thought this would jumpstart like another set of lies, but Ruka stands up and straight up exposes bro for renting her out in front of Kazuya, and I can just feel this.
Oh shit! Oh wow, homie was running her out too. Damn. Okay, okay, this is okay. Now I forgot this. I just know he turns down one girl that likes him for Chizuru, like for some shit like that. That's the one thing where I was like, okay, this dumb as fuck.
Sheer amount of embarrassment bro must be feeling right now.
Yeah, that is
This
actually pretty bad.
low-key the equivalent to being exposed for being subscribed to an OnlyFans model. Kazuya goes to tell Mizuhara about
Yo,
what happened
OnlyFans.
when Ruka pulls up on the stairs like an enemy stand user.
Enemy
Matter of fact, this is how Dio stood on them stairs in part 3 of JoJo's. She's confused
Oh man, yes, the
as to
JoJo.
why him and Mizuhara are so close despite her being rented. Then out of nowhere, she swears that she will never tell anyone about their relationship as long as Kazuya goes out with her. Yo, like, what is going on? She explained that if Kazuya cares so much for a rental girlfriend to the point that he would jump off a boat for her, then he would probably do even more for a real girlfriend. And
I mean,
you know what?
she's not
Fair
wrong.
enough, I guess. Like, she actually sees
She's
the
not
good
wrong.
qualities in him and wants to make him happy by filling that void. And
Exactly.
you know, I'm sadly ashamed to admit
Yeah.
that this form of love bombing would probably work on me. Like, I'd get swept right off my feet. She
Exactly.
wastes no time unless Chizuru knows she ain't trying to share Kazuya. Don't let mommy find out about this one, bro. She's gonna turn into Rachel from Tower of
No,
God and
no,
push
not the
her off a
Rachel.
cliff or
No,
something.
no,
And call
no.
me crazy, but it seems like Chizuru is getting a little bit jealous. Like, I don't know. She does make some valid
Why
points.
is she
It seems like
jealous? She's okay. See, now she's toxic. Chizuru's toxic. She's a toxic piece of shit. Like, dude, no, you struggling this dude along. No, Kazuya isn't blameless. He's a simp who's gooning and paying for hundreds of dollars just for 1 hour of hand holding. But like, bro, come on.
She's blackmailing him to go out with her. She's probably isn't gonna be like a good long-term girlfriend.
Exactly.
He tells Ruka the cold hard truth, which makes her cry. So it does actually seem like she truly cares about him.
Exactly.
Man, even in this piece of slop romance anime, the short-haired girl still doesn't end up as the true.
Oh damn, the short-haired girl. I mean, I'm trying to think. Oh, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Short-haired girls never win, except Sakura, but you don't count her. Damn. I'm trying to remember. Was there ever a short-haired girl who got with her man? Damn, he's right. He's cooking. He's cooking, fam.
Winner. After seeing how much she clearly cares about Kazuya in her own way, Chizuru tells him to just go along with it for the time being until they can think of a real solution. This is the type of problems I and a Koji be dealing with. So why is
we going? Oh god.
Kazuya dealing with this? She's been messaging him every day, calling him every day, meeting up with him every day.
Okay, see, now she's the girl who likes him that he turns down for Chizuru. See, that's the shit that pissed me off. I'm like, bro, you want a girlfriend, you want a real relationship, fine. Why are you turning down the one girl who likes you? I don't get that.
Basically giving him absolutely zero personal space. This reminds me of how Light be getting rage baited by Misa.
Oh. Oh, that was
Time in my life.
no.
Provoked to hit a woman.
Anyways, Kazuya ends up spotting Mizuhara in public, so this weirdo decides to follow her when she meets up with Haizaki from Kuroko no Basket. They go on a little mini date, which had Kazuya ready to drop to his knees, expecting the worst, out there having actual cock fantasies. After this jobless bum follows them for the entire day.
This is the kind of shit that pisses me off. This dude is... Oh, why? Why are you doing this? Why? You have a...
He jumps out in an attempt to stop them from kissing, even though they weren't actually gonna kiss. And this isn't actually her boyfriend, but more so like a work colleague, which, again, is none of bro's business.
Exactly.
If she was out there throwing it back in circles in the middle of Shibuya Crossing, that ain't got nothing to do
Shibuya
with
Crossing.
him. She ends up revealing that she's actually an actress on the come up, wanting to make it big one day, which is also why she does the rental girlfriend stuff, because it allows her to make money whilst polishing her skills. Hey, you go, girl.
This reminds me of the people who used to do stripping or work in adult industry to pay for school and shit like that.
Your dream, get that bag. After the guy leaves, she turns around and pulls out a phone case and gives it to Kazuya as a gift, since his phone screen cracked after he saved her on the boat. Wow, she truly does seem to care a little bit about Kazuya.
I mean,
acting
yeah.
like a little tsundere. This is how Harakita was moving at the end of Classroom of the Elite Season 1. Fast forward a few days and bro actually got a job? Hold on now, this writing, it might be fire. He's already doing better than you and me. The self-improvement journey starts today. Ruka is still applying that full court pressure, even taking him to a love hotel. I have never seen someone so terrified of a relationship. This is how Tatsumi was running away from Esbeth in the Kamega kill. Kazuya explains the entire family situation to Ruka, so she understands why him and Mizuhara...
Okay, see, this is the shit that pisses me off. If he wants a girlfriend, date her. Now, she's clingy and she's got some problems to deal with, but okay.
They spend so much time together. Anyhow, the situation de-escalates and Chizuru and Kazuya meet up with their grandma on New Year's Eve just for this home record to also pull up. Man, I'm getting a headache just trying to keep up with all this drama.
Yeah,
I know
I'm
I said
too.
earlier that this would probably work. I'll take it back. This is too much. Ruka pressed Chizuru in the bathroom and tells her that if she actually doesn't like Kazuya, she
should get the Demon Slayer hair. Her hair's right at the end.
And you know, she makes a pretty good
point.
She takes Kazuya's granny away with the intent of telling her the whole truth, but ends up changing her mind when seeing the way she talks about Mizuhara. Man, this show loves edging people. You know, this situation kind of reminds me of this one random romance anime I watched between these two people that had to get married for work-related reasons.
Okay, I don't know what the hell he's on, but nah, that's toxic. The granny's okay. Listen, none of this would have happened if you just came clean to your granny and told her, "Yo, she's not really my girlfriend. She's somebody else." But no, that this is pissing me off. Okay.
So pretended they were getting married, but after pretending, they actually fell in love. So told their families that they
okay.
were
So that's like that one movie with
Sandra
Bullock. It's like that one movie, Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds. I forget what the name of it is, but it's literally the same premise. You get married for work reasons, and then they fell in love for real.
Get married. But you know, there's one key difference between that show and this one. That show wrapped up in 12 damn episodes. This whole back and forth is going to continue for the next decade. Because as we cut over to the next scene, this psychopath Ruka got a job at the same place Kazuya works at. His friends end up pulling up to his job and you know what, Kazuya, I truly owe you an apology. Your fits are still hot dookie juice. But this man right here, with the Nendo from Psyche K Mohawk, has officially put together the worst fit I have ever seen in anime history. Walked out the house with the United Kingdom.
He got the UK flag on it. You know, okay, the mohawk isn't so bad, but those pants. See, you never wear those pants. You only wear those as a shirt. You can wear the Union Jack as a shirt, but not pants. No.
The spandex, Panda by Monclesi, and his mom's brown boots. Like, what you got going on, bro? Fashion niggas will put something like this together and swear it's hard because it's Balenciaga. Turns out they came to speak to him about Curry because they are worried about his mental health since breaking up with Ruka. They found his Twitter burner account and he's been tweeting a bunch of stuff about heartbreak. I wouldn't be surprised if he reposted some Bart Simpsons edits with XXX Tentacion in the background. Kazuya decides to look out for his bro by paying Mizuhara to take him out on a date, which will make him realize that he's not the only one doing down bad stuff. And you know what, I guess, bro, like, what happened to hopping on the game and having a deep conversation on PlayStation Party? Like, that's always done the trick for me personally. After the whole
I need to do that again.
Truly seems to have worked. They are true friends, at least. Like, you know, they are really clowning each other over their respective L's. They all return home.
Exactly.
Mizuhara asks Kazuya to go on a date with this girl called Sumi because she's apparently so shy that she started to get bad reviews on her dates. She's super introverted and kind of clumsy. She low-key reminds me of what's her name, Bocce the Rock. She's got like the
I don't know who that is.
Like, you know, she's socially awkward when Kazuya seems normal in comparison to
her. That's just why you're throwing shade at the little girl.
They are being trailed by none other than Mommy. Whilst he's cleaning up in the toilet, she makes a move applying full.
This girl is toxic as hell. She makes burner accounts roasting his girlfriend. Then she basically clowns him in front of everybody else, and now she's stalking. This girl's toxic. I forgot this part.
Called pressure onto Sumi. Sumi locks in though and is actually ready to play.
Oh wow!
This is the equivalent to a domain clash in JJK. Look how locked in she is.
Yes.
Mommy goes home and she's overly jealous. And you know what? I'm not saying I understand the jealousy because I think jealousy is such a stupid trait. I understand why she's like flabbergasted, bro. Like, Kazuya went from getting no type of play, being a complete loser bum chud bum, to now having the females fawning over him like he's Ayano Koji, Sinbad, or even Satoru Gojo. I understand. She decides to search up Sumi's name to see if she can stalk her socials. When she comes across her rental girlfriend profile, the plot thickens. Kazuya and Chizuru meet up on their usual balcony.
Here we go.
When she tells him that she's probably going to quit being a rental girlfriend since she might land a part-time actor.
Exactly.
Bro almost collapsed right there and then, damn near going through a second heartbreak. Anyways, Chizuru is also having second thoughts about quitting, so takes on another job to get her mind off it.
Okay.
But when she gets to the location,
here it is. This toxic piece of shit.
Hired her under a false identity. Pulled up on her like Ghetto did on Gojo.
Oh damn!
Mommy is truly the only thing making me want to keep watching this show.
I mean, she kind of is. She's toxic as hell, but you know what? At least she's providing spice to this otherwise just just I don't even know what to call this anime at this point.
We switch back over to Ruka and Kazuya, who are at work together, when it seems like he is finally ready to stop being a sneaker affiliate and actually wants to move on from Mizuhara and focus on Ruka instead. This show should really be called Rent a Coincidence, because as he's about to move on with Ruka, Mami and Mizuhara walk through the hallway of the karaoke store and look at their expressions on their faces. This is how Negan was Lil Bro and Rick in season 8 of The Walking Dead. Ooh. Why is she more intimidating than Johan? Mizuhara tries to talk to her, but she's just making her have a whole date with her. Mami is making valid points. If she wasn't a deranged, evil psychopath obsessed with her ex that she dumped in the first place, man, this entire cast is just full of a bunch of dysfunctional characters.
They're all toxic as hell. Like, this is like, Mami's probably the only character who's like, yeah, I'm somewhat normal, but she stalks and makes fake burner accounts.
Except for Kibe, of course. He's truly the GOAT. Kazuya ditches work to follow them around when Mizuhara asks Mami what she really thinks about Kazuya. She's really pouring her heart out, and it's clear that she really wants Kazuya to find someone that makes him happy. I'd say that at the bare minimum, their relationship has reached like friendship level.
Yeah,
Mami tells Mizuhara that her and Kazuya's relationship has nothing to do with her before she dips out. Chizuru and Kazuya meet up at their apartment, where he tells her that he saw everything since he worked at the karaoke place.
Oh, see, that's just... No, I shouldn't have said that.
Mizuhara apologizes and rambles on about how she's sorry for not being able to find him a girlfriend, but before she
kind of has one
dialogue, Kazuya bursts out with a confession and says that he's in love with her and wants to be with her for real. I thought. We should really call this show Rent and Edging, because bro backed out and says that he wants her as a rental girlfriend.
Okay, no, see, that's the shit that pisses me off too. This homie could have he could have cleared out his feelings. She could have shot him down, and then he would have been forced to move on. But no, we do this shit.
I feel like if he just kept it real from this point onwards, he'd have a much better chance of actually getting
Probably would, yeah.
I truly believe if we had some sort of vague conclusion or some vague, open, interpretable ending with maybe a moving at the end of these 12 episodes, this show wouldn't get any hate whatsoever and would just be another 12-episode romance anime.
Yeah.
But it's for the mere fact that this waste of animation, this waste of paper, this waste of budget continues to get renewed.
It could have gone to One Punch Man.
After 400 chapters, the ending isn't even confirmed to be this year yet. That's what infuriates a lot of people the most, I feel like. It's just the fact that it's so dragged out. I actually even have a game theory as to why this show got us popular.
Please tell me why.
If this didn't air during the peak of COVID, the peak loneliness epidemic, this show probably wouldn't have gotten any traction at all. I think he's right. Everyone went through their little romance arc during the COVID pandemic. Like, everyone was in their feelings. Anyways, if you made it to the end, you might as well subscribe, since our joint suffering has caused our bond to be inseparable. YouTube thinks you like the video.
I'll give you my final thoughts right now. Well, I just watched one of the most wild out compilation videos on an anime that I never gonna watch. Yeah, I watched it during the pandemic. I got nothing to do. I was like, screw it, I'm locked in. I'm still getting paid for my job. Let me go watch some anime. And I watched a bunch of crap. Some of it I remembered, other stuff I don't. And this is the one I was like, okay, this is the guy who's basically paying for a girl to cuck him. And I'm like, did he turn down a girl who likes him in the end? And I'm remembering it now. So yeah, just stay away from this. Just don't waste your time reading the manga. Just don't waste your time trying to see, okay, does this end somewhere? Because now I'm like, how does this end? Like, does he get with her? Does some random shit? Does he get with another baddie? I don't know. But until then, if you're still here, please don't forget it. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. Anything goes a long way. I'm your boy Malik D. Till then, deuces.